Ha! Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good afternoon, good evening, and possibly good morning to each and every one of you. Happy Monday. Yeah, so listen, I wanted to hop on here real quick and talk a little bit about the market because the market is doing what the market does. Taking a little break from a studying serious study mode today. We're going to go over the market. We're going to go over some security, some crypto security that you're going to want to take advantage of this for sure. Some guy got hacked. Not great. Not great. You don't want that happening to you. You don't want that happening to you. We're going to cover a couple of things that can help you keep your crypto secure for sure. Listen, this news coming out of U.S. Treasury, I don't even know what to begin. It's not great. Yelling and screaming from the rooftop that Congress needs to raise the debt ceiling. It's not looking good. I'm going to share a video that I watched earlier on Wealthion. I recommend you guys check out Wealthion if you want to get the really a good sense for the global economic picture. You want to check out Wealthion for sure. I'm going to share you a clip. With the guy who's calling for the demise of the fiat currency really, really, really quick, and how the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency is in trouble. We all know that. So guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. Let's go over the market because, again, the market is just doing what the market does. That's right. I was on Everrise. I shared it with you guys earlier today. I'm a fan of the project. I hope you guys are taking the time to do your due diligence and your homework on that. It's originally on the Binance Smart Chain, but it is on Avalanche chain now. It's on Polygon, which is, the Matic. It's on Phantom and Ethereum. For me, it's Phantom or Avalanche or Polygon. I try to stay off Ethereum as much as I freaking possibly can. Just a heads up, do your homework. Very, very active Twitter, very, very active Telegram, very, very active YouTube channel. And I think those things are important, especially when we got the whole bear market thing going on. So let me refresh this and see what the total cryptocurrency market cap is according to CoinGecko.com. That app, guys. I'm telling you, I love the website. I love the app. Big fan of CoinGecko. I like what they're doing for sure. So listen, the total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.03 trillion. So that's down, by the way, from over 3 trillion at one time in the digital asset space. Over 3 trillion for all the new people to the channel. Yes, right. Down from over 3 trillion to 1.03 trillion in market cap. The Bitcoin dominance is at 39.5%. You know what we say. That's not a great number. If you want an alt season, Bitcoin dominance needs to be below 38%. Bitcoin is currently trading at $21,188. Again, up 24% on the 7-day. Ethereum is trading at $1,580. I found some wrapped ETH the other day. I don't know, man. I may have to exit and get into Bitcoin Cash. Not financial advice, just telling what the crypto siege might do. It's up 23.1% on the 7-day. BNB is trading at just about $300, up 9.5% on the 7-day. When XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created, is at 38.7%. So we got some very interesting 7-figure numbers in terms of gains. Solana's what? 64% on Solana the 7-day. I don't know. Don't ask me to explain it. I don't get it. But it is where it is. Shiba Inu is up 22% on the 7-day. We exited Shiba Inu the other day. All profit, took that. I'm keeping on the sidelines and see what's going on. I'm either going to put that into Flare token or wait for some Flare token, the numbers to kind of catch up with Flare. I think it's going to go into 4% or 2. So what else we got? Anything significant to note here? On the 7-day, Near Protocol up 33% on the 7-day. Holy moly. Yeah, trading at $2.19. So 7-figure greens on the 7-day is great. This is 3-figure plus 109% on the Aptos token. And I understand there's some work There is some work in the works with Aptos and Flair Networks. That's my understanding. So there it is. I mean, I think it's great for the swing traders. You get a lot of these 7-day double-figure gains. Look at freaking Phantom token. 35% on a 7-day. We're a big fan of Phantom. Big fan. But again, we're down from 3 trillion to 1 trillion. So you gotta look at it and say, look, the swing traders are probably loving the opportunity to take these double-figure gains on the 7-day. But we're not at the all-time high numbers, right? So we're still down we're still down $2 trillion. We're still down 2 trillion. Very, very important to notice. So guys, let me share this with you because this is it's alarming. This is alarming right here, guys. This is very, very alarming. Let me share this with you guys. I mean, just breaking a sponsored advertisement on Google. A sponsored advertisement on Google Ads delivered malware, draining crypto influencers, NFT god, entire crypto wallet. Google ad, not great. That's not exciting. Sometimes you can click on a Google ad by mistake if you're on your phone. Like literally by mistake. That's not great. Entire crypto wallet gone. That is heartbreaking right there, right? So let me show you, I've showed you a couple of things this morning, what we're doing with Everrise and the ever revoke thing is hugely important that when you start dealing with smart contracts and you start dealing with some other stuff in the Web3 space, you got to take these unlimited approvals on transactions. You got to get them exited, right? If it's not something that you're using 3 or 4 times a week, then you got to revoke those approvals. If you're just using something once every 4 or 5 months, you got to take those approvals off because you got this range here of 4 or 5 months that you got your particular applications that you have been dealing with. They're on approval, unlimited approval. So the hacking can just go straight through that. But if the web or app that you're using, it gets hacked and you're not using it at the moment, but you have used it and you've given that unlimited approval, the hacking can get your stuff. However, if the hackers go through that stuff, but in your particular situation, you got that approval taken off, then it can't go through it. Can't do it. It can do everybody else, but not yours because they would need an approval. And obviously you wouldn't be approving that transaction because it's not on unlimited. Unlimited means if you're not using it anytime that someone tries to access that app, they got permission to take the stuff. So you don't want that, right? And this is very, very interesting. So it says, cheers and thank you. Got hit with something similar for an ad claiming an Orca airdrop. I clicked on it, the transaction failed. Then I forced it like an idiot, in parentheses, he says. Sucker went in and drained everything. Took all my Solana that I had in DeFi on Orca. Right? Careful. So you gotta be very, very careful. I shared you the approvals and the unlimited approvals. Everrise. I like Everrise. I like their ever revoke. If you don't like that, check out Guard Wallet. If you want to do that, you can check out Guard Wallet, and they have something that they have been promoting called Revoke Cash or Revoke.cash. If you like that. I like Everrise. I like the ever revoke, right? So you got the revoke. You got to do the other thing. The other malware software thing is Kaspersky, Bitdefender. You got to get yourself a great malware protection thing. You got to get you something great. I like using a combination of 2 or 3 different malware protectors. I like the combination. If they can work in sync with each other, that's what I like to do. That's what I have. I have multiples on my laptops, and I have multiples on my phone, right? Very, very important. Now, the other thing that you can do in terms of anonymity is what? The VPN. The VPN, right? Hugely important. And so I'm really excited to share the sponsor for this video. It's Hotspot Shield VPN. Really, really excited about that. You know how we do on this channel. I've been doing my homework and doing my due diligence for sure. Went to some independent third parties. Google reviews are awesome. but I went to the independent third parties. You got to do that, right? And so before I decided to take on a sponsor, that's what I did. So I did a few things a couple of months ago and just some more today. I went to Cyber News and I went to security.org, right, for some, kind of, you got to get the third parties, right? Because when you like something, it's easy to go on Google and say you like it. Third parties is just, it's unbiased, right? So third party review for the Crypto Siege's home. Yeah, it is important. So we did that, right? And this was comparing it to NordVPN. And the reason why I could get up there and compete with NordVPN is because of freaking this. Let me show you this. This is why. Yeah, that's right. That's right. 100 million downloads. Holy moly. Over 100 million downloads. That's impressive. So NordVPN is a leading VPN. I'm just reading his reviews and I want to kind of cover some stuff. So I want to make sure I cover everything. NordVPN is a leading VPN with a lot of similarities to Hotspot Shield. They both have high number of servers. It says NordVPN has 5,200, but Hotspot only has 1,800. That's not correct. So this is from 2020. Hotspot now has over 3,200, which I think is important, really, really, really important. So he's pointing out that NordVPN is in Panama and Hotspot Shield is in the US. And in the US, you know what they got, right? They got those KYC and AML stuff. You got to remember that, right? So Hotshot Premium log data. This is the reason why I decided to go and to make this move with this particular sponsor. After I did my homework, was because I found out and I discovered that the VPN that I was using, not great on the log data. Not great. So yeah, wasn't great. So one of the reasons why I switched. So Hotspot Shield Premium, no log data, right? This is keeping logs of your data. NordVPN is a no as well. Kill switches only, it says here, only on Windows. I don't think that's accurate. This is from 2020. I believe the kill switch is for both Mac and Premium is for both Mac and Windows, but I will verify that. NordVPN says yes. Split tunneling, it says no and no. Netflix, yes and yes. Torrenting, yes and yes. And I do like that. The IP addresses being dynamic, I like that. NordVPN, they kind of keep the same one every time you log on. They give you the same IP. So neither VPN logs data. So this is important. Neither VPN logs the data that could tie your web traffic back to you, but Hotspot Shield Premier does log more information. So they do the duration of a VPN session and the bandwidth recorded during that session, right? This is for them to get better as a VPN service and domains that you access. It says both have kill switches and split tunneling, which are essential security features. You should be able to stream from Netflix and torrent files with both VPNs. NordVPN gives you the same shared IP address each time that you check in with something, unless you pay extra for a dedicated IP address, while Hotspot Shield will give you a dynamic IP address that changes every time you connect. I do like that. We prefer Hotshot Shield rotates its IP addresses regularly as it makes it harder for hackers to track you. So I like that about that as well. Now that we've gone over NordVPN and Hotspot Shield features, let's talk about the performance during tests. Of the two, Hotspot Shield was the fastest VPN. Hotspot Shield works significantly faster on Mac, and it worked faster, however, slightly faster than NordVPN on Windows. And I do indeed like the fast. Make the Wi-Fi faster is something a lot of people don't even know possible. Now, this is from Cyber News. This is a different third-party reviewer. He's talking about the streaming for Hotshot. Does Hotspot Shield work with Netflix? Hotspot Shield is a great VPN to help you access geo-blocked content on major streaming platforms. It has over 3,200 servers, so they're up to date on their assessment of the servers. So this is a later review than 2020 across more than 80 different countries. So you can pick any of the streaming services to watch movies or TV shows that you want, despite their location-based restrictions. For example, we had no issues with unblocking the United States, the US Netflix library. During the test, the newest movies and TV series loaded instantly with no image and quality lost. The overall experience watching Netflix was so smooth that it would be pretty hard for anyone to tell whether one's using a VPN at all. So it says here, download Hotspot Shield VPN, access your favorite content, and protect all your devices with the world's fastest VPN, available on all the platforms. And they got that world's fastest award from Speed Test back in 2020. So that's pretty cool. You can see the different devices that can go on Windows, Android, iOS, Mac, Chrome, your TV, Linux if you use it, and your router. Back in the day when I lived in Virginia, I did it on my router all of the time. Why get the Hotspot Shield VPN? Military-grade encryption, global internet access, again, over 3,200 servers in 80 countries. Privacy you can trust. We don't record your VPN browsing activity in any way that can be associated to you. 24-hour live tech support, 45-day money-back guarantee, and links up to 5 devices. I do like that. It tells you about the simplicity. And then they got the Google reviews on here. One of the most trusted and secure VPNs. You can mask your IP address, browse it anonymously. Always dependable, says Linda G. I like how user-friendly it is and how it works silently in the background without slowing down my laptop, and essential peace of mind, says Rick B. With all the online security concerns today, this is one app everyone should have on the device to connect to the internet. Why choose the Hotspot VPN? World's fastest, verified by experts. Hotspot Shield delivers speeds more than 2 times faster than the competition over long distances, so you can experience lightning fast 4K streams. Very, very, very cool. Make your Wi-Fi fast. Now, PC World did the same thing. By far, says PC World, the fastest VPN. Very, very, very cool. So there'll be a link in the description, and I'll pin a link to this in the comments of the channel. Very, very excited about using it. I love the interface here. Let me show you that real quick. I like the ease and simplicity of the interface of this app. Really, really love that. They got general, they got smart VPN, and I like the smart VPN here. They give you these options of websites or apps. And what this does is you can add websites that, not great on the whole VPN stuff. Like, right, I'm studying for Series 65 right now, and yeah, it does not like the VPN, right? It doesn't like it, right? You know how we do with VPNs, right? So it doesn't like it. So I had to add, my Series 65 studying an exam. I had to add it one so that it'll let me do my thing, so I don't have to go back on and off of my VPN, right? Because once you go off, sometimes you forget. Next thing you know, you're going in the browser, and you can forget. Well, when you go to this particular site, which is, massively secured for the Series 65, right? It'll let you go through without having you to, turn your VPN to continue studying. So I do like that. Protocols is Hydra. I haven't tried it yet, but just understand this to be next level. The Hydra protocol to be absolutely next level stuff. In fact, it won this award here. I like that. Proprietary technology you can trust. Hotspot Shield's patented no compromise Hydra protocol is verified by experts as the #1 for speed, security, and ease of use. Man, that is some impressive stuff. So I want to share that with you guys. You got to level up security. It is massively important, guys. It really, really, really is. Let's go over to some crypto Twitter stuff here. What's going on with my laptop? So I can share some stuff with you guys. It's very, very, very interesting to me what's going on right now. Flare community let us all know. I saw mine in my Bifrost. What your reward you will get awarded. It's not done, obviously. So current Flare delegation rewards for this epoch are now being displayed, guys. Displayed on Bifrost, right? It's not there yet. So displayed. And then one person got on here because, again, people just got to do your homework, got to study out. Jay Turner said, so from my numbers, the Flare delegation reward rates don't even come close to making up the remaining 85% of the airdrop. Taking into consideration of the law of diminishing returns, I will be voting no on the proposal. And Flare community, reminded him, I've said it 100 times. I will say it again. Please, please, please read the proposal before you make a decision. Delegation rewards are completely separate from distribution. The proposal does not change delegation rewards. They are in addition to distribution. Understand that, guys. Hugely, hugely important. It was great to see that in the Bifrost wallet. I haven't gone to the ftso.au app to check the one there yet, but it was great to see that rewards come out, show up on the Bifrost. It's really, really cool to see that happening and all things going forward for sure with Flare Networks. So let me see what else was on crypto Twitter that I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, by the way, let me know if you guys like the blur background or you just like looking inside the crypto Z's spot. Let me know. Let me know. Blurred or the spot? Let me know in the comments. Blurred or the spot? Ellen Terra says, this is a scoop. Following a state and regulatory examination, Genesis Trading may be scrutinized for its investment management practices, liquidity, and balance sheet issues, similar to FTX. Enforcement actions and consent orders may follow based on the findings. That is not great news. Still think the timing is interesting. Speaking of Flare, Josh Edwards, who is the, he's a VP of somewhere, right? VP of engineering at Flare Networks. There you go. And he's the author as well at Pluralsight, says VP of engineering. There have been 407 at Flare. There have been 470 million requests to Flare's APIs over the last 7 days. 478 million. Here are the countries which they came from. Let me know which country you're from below. 478 million. Wow. Impressive. This is from MSN's USA Today. U.S. Treasury Department to take extraordinary measures as the government nears the debt ceiling. The Treasury Department announced it will start taking extraordinary measures next week to prevent the United States from defaulting on its debt obligations and potentially plunging the country into an economic crisis. And I remember every year back in the day when I used to, do my air traffic controller thing. I remember every January around this time, every January since 19, whatever, for a long, long time, the same thing comes around. Everybody's worried about if they're going to get furloughed, and if they get furloughed, will you still get the pay with your furlough? And if you're going to get furloughed, how many days of furlough, which is, basically you're going to get furloughed with pay or without pay, and how long is it going to last? 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, that type of thing like that. And back in the day when I was doing my thing for the FAA, every single year that came up, every single year. And in my last few years, it was really, really troubling, the things that happened. It was very troubling for people because for the longest time, controllers would always kind of be exempt from the furlough without pay. And in the latter part of those years, 2011, 12, 13, 2012, 13, 14, 15, around those years. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. So let me continue reading here. In a letter addressed Friday to House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Treasury Secretary Yellen implored Congress to raise the debt ceiling and said the government will reach its borrowing limit on Thursday. The current limit is around $31 trillion of, that's right, debt. 31 trillion. To avoid a default, the department will be reallocating federal funding to continue paying the government's debt. The department is unable to provide a precise estimate on how long the U.S. can keep paying its debt before Congress needs to raise its borrowing limit. But Yellen wrote that it is unlikely the measures will be exhausted before early June. It is therefore critical that Congress act in a timely manner to increase or suspend the debt limit. Failure to meet the government's obligation could cause irreparable harm to the United States economy, the livelihoods of all Americans, and global financial stability. Yeah, that's just not great news. And this is very, very, very troubling. What is Congress going to do? We have no idea, but I want to give you the bigger global economic picture to something like this. Remember that the US economy is doing better than all the other economies. Yet the US economy is a wreck. So you got 7 in the G. Okay, what happened? It just went blank here. What happened? Just went black on me. Well, we gotta see what's going on here, guys. I don't know what happened. If I stop sharing, what happens? Still recording, but I don't see anything on my screen but a white screen. That's not a great look. We'll see if something comes back, guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to record another video. What is going on? It looks like we may be back here. This is YouTube. From the YouTube channel Wealthy on, with Alistair from I think it's called World Money or Gold Money. Very, very smart guy. Major wipeout of fiat currencies this year to cut the US dollar in half.
From bank credit. Now, this is very, very important. What it means is that, in effect, the recession, which everybody is talking about, is not only here, but it is here to a greater degree than the official statistics would reflect. And I think that's going to continue to be a problem. As well as that, I see interest rates remaining high because price inflation will remain high. Those analysts who think that a recession means that there will be softer prices, lower price inflation, in other words, make the mistake of not realizing that the consumption is basically funded at the end of the day by production. And the production will decline, if you like, hand in glove with consumption. So the price effect, I'm afraid, is going to be more driven by loss of purchasing power of the dollar. And the loss of purchasing power of the dollar is really a combination of the expanded quantity of credit in the US economy, both by the central bank and also by the commercial banking network, and the confidence or lack of confidence that people might have in the purchasing power, the future purchasing power of the dollar.
The dollar, exactly.
So that's one half of it. As for the rest of the world, I think that China is very interesting. What I detect there is that China is going to accelerate her investment around Asia, which gives business to Chinese corporations and employs lots and lots of Chinese of the workforce. At the same time, this is driven by an accumulation of capital through a savings rate of around about 45%. There is only one other country that has a higher savings rate than China, and that's Singapore. So that doesn't really, if you like, sort of matter as far as the bigger world is concerned. But China is really quite remarkable in its savings rate. Now, not many people, I think, are aware of this. While we're struggling with consumer price inflation running at anything between 7 and 10%, depending where you are, in China, believe it or not, it's less than 2%.
Believe it or not, it's less than 2% in China. Interesting stuff. So guys, again, Wealthion, definitely check out the videos there. He does a great job of interviewing people and bringing some of the top financial and economic minds to the channel as well. To its channel, the global macroeconomic picture is huge. We all know because we're in crypto, but the vast majority of people don't know about the threat to the US dollar. They have no idea what BRICS Nation is all about. They have zero clue that central banks around the world are snatching up gold at a record pace, but you and I know, right? So we can be prepared. We're ahead of the game, and no one should be able to tell you any different. Because you're in crypto, you have an opportunity to level up about XRP, about other digital assets, so the digital asset space as a whole, and about the global financial picture. Secretary Yellen is screaming again. Essentially, she's screaming for more money, but she's also letting us know that this debt ceiling is a problem, and we're coming up on not being able to make a payment. And that is, of course, on Thursday. So we'll see how it goes. Usually Congress always responds in the umpteenth hour, usually last minute of the last hours, but they usually respond to something. But like this guy is saying, just a confidence. The confidence in the US dollar is dwindling away in places like Saudi Arabia, like we know, going into the BRICS nation, Russia and China not having it anymore with the weaponization of the US dollar and things like that. So, but again, these are things that we know because we are in the digital asset space, but the masses don't know. That's why I say, my friends, you and I were playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we're winning. All right, guys, listen, this wraps up your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you enjoyed the hangout, please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing that notification bell. We try to break the shadow ban on the channel. And so your participation and subscribing would be truly appreciated. So you want to know when we go live or whenever we upload a video, you ring that notification bell. I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this.
Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it.
I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.